Hey, how everybody doing out there today? This is Dr. Will, aka the storyteller, the only comedian that gets drug tested wherever I go. Now, right now you may think that I'm not a comedian by the way that I'm speaking, but we'll get into that later. I want to give a shout out to my friends at Victor Village Inn in Victor, New York. That's a little bar in Victor, New York. I've been going to this bar for almost 2 years, as all you guys know. And I've met over 100-something people that I've gotten to know within those 2 years. Now, see, what happened is, I'm just going to get right into the story, you see, because this shit really shocked me. Because, see, people forget, like, if you have a job, that's something you do, like, for 8 hours out of the day. You get up, go to your job. That's the everyday job you do, you know. Then you have a job you love, like me. I love this comedy thing, man. I love to make people laugh, man. I didn't know that at first, you know. It took me many, many decades to figure this shit out, you know. But I've been doing comedy since 2006. And I met these people back in 2009 at the ending. Now, they told me for 2 years that we were friends. You know. Now, I'm going to start this shit over because I want to just let this shit really flow. That shit right there, now that still feel like I'm scripting and writing it. I can't speak like that, man. I'm just going to say how it is. The Village Inn in Victor, New York, man, I love you people, man. I've been on you guys for 2 years, man. You know. But what y'all fail to realize is the person you see that's talking to you there off stage, that's me. On stage, my job is to entertain people and make people laugh. Now, over 100-something people that I've known to frequent this bar with me told me they was coming to a comedy show that I was putting together at the Village Inn. February 3rd, 2012. That was the day of the show. Now, before that day, maybe almost a month and a half, 2 months prior, all my close associates at the Village Inn told me they were coming out to support me. So now when they told me this, I'm like, man, damn. Well, I'm going to call in some comedians from Rochester that's professional. I'm going to put on a good show. Now, they knew I was charging $10 per ticket. That's very cheap. You can't get comedians like that for $10 a show. That's impossible. Unless they really don't know what they're doing. Now, anyway, oh, by the way, I just want to stop. You're going to hear things like that come out of me in different voices and things like that. Now, I have no control over that. Again, like I said, I am Dr. Will, a.k.a. the storyteller, the only comedian that gets drug tested wherever I go. So I have nothing to do with this. I know you're wondering, like, okay, I'm starting to hear something that's kind of funny, it's kind of scary too at the same time, almost like a Charlie Murphy type thing, but hold on, I can deal with this guy. This guy's going to be real funny. I can see it coming. Now, so please don't take me the wrong way. This is not me. These are these people inside of me that's coming out that want to speak, and they're going to speak their mind. So please, like I said, don't take it personal towards me. Alright? Back to the show. Now, like I was saying, you guys that knew me from coming there for 2 years, I know I've seen a lot of things done at the VI. But you gotta understand one thing. I'm a true professional. Whatever you did at the VI is your business. I have an old saying like in Vegas. What happens at the VI stays in the VI. I'm not going to talk about that. Out of 100-something people that I know and who told me they was coming to my show, not 5 people showed up for my show. See, they thought that Dr. Will was going to talk about that. That's what they thought. They thought he was going to talk about it. They must don't know Dr. Will. There's a lot of things Dr. Will won't talk about. Maybe I'll talk about it, but he won't. But like for instance, if Dr. Will seen you give a BJ in the bathroom at the VI, he's not going to say anything. Hey, that's none of my business. That's your business. If Dr. Will see you sniffing cocaine in the VI, he's not going to say nothing. Hey, that's your business. Hell, even Dr. Will sniffed cocaine a couple of times in the VI. Okay? What I'm getting at is this, people. If Dr. Will wanted to talk about somebody at the VI, he's going to talk about himself. He's not going to talk about you people. You people are the ones who supporting him. Now, if you came to my show and you heckled me, or let's say, for instance, you started hollering out some of my jokes to the people that don't know me, well then you may get what your hand called for. See, my thing again, I keep telling you, it's not to disrespect my friends at the VI. My thing is to put on a good show for you at the VI. And again, like I said, what happens at the VI stays at the VI. And yeah, I've seen a lot of crazy things, man, but I wouldn't talk about none of that. You people missed a good show, man. I had two of the funniest comedians from Rochester came here to do a show for you people. My man, Vinny Paulino, the host of Last Laugh Bar and Grill down on Charlotte Beach, the man's funny. Jimmy Hightower, voted one of Rochester's funniest comedians, came out here to do a show. That shit hurt my pockets. Ooh, Lord. That shit hurt my pockets. But then it didn't stop right there. You know, the funny part about this is that I did the show on Friday, February 3rd, and my father passed away that Tuesday. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to still put this show on. I love my father. Don't get me wrong. I love that old man. Love him. 76 years old. You know, I'm 41. February 9th, I'll be 42. Keep that. So anyway, man, I still did the show. You know, I went down there, you know, set up the whole place. You know, and, I used their security. I used the in-house security. You know what I mean? You know, had to pay them also. Had to pay a DJ. You know, the comedians. All this I put together because why? My friends at the VI told me they were going to support me. So I figured, hey, if you guys are going to support me, man, I'm going to put on a good show. We're going to have a good goddamn time. And like I said, out of 100-something people that I know at the VI, not 5 of them showed up. You know? And like I said, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed, man. You know what I'm saying? Though, because you let people tell you that, oh, man, Dr. Will's going to speak like this. He's going to roast you. He's going to talk about you sniffing cocaine. He's going to talk about you giving blowjobs in the bathroom, then going up to the bartender giving him a kiss straight in the lips. Wow. I don't do stuff like that, man. I do comedy. I do things that make you laugh, man. That was it. But again, like I said, certain people talked about me. My certain friends that smiled in my face and went behind my back and was telling people, oh, man, don't come to that show, man. Dr. Will's going to roast you. He's going to roast you. He's going to snap on you. Things like that. That's not being a professional, man. I would never do that to any of you guys. Ever. Ever. Unless you heckle me. Then I get at your ass. But again, like I said, man, I'm not mad at you guys, man. Just disappointed. But the next time Dr. Will put on a show at the VI, please, people, please, in downtown Victor, New York, the Village Inn, bring your Caucasian asses out. And we're going to have a good time.